Of those things, we had a meeting last week with Coach Menahall, and that's what we talked about. He showed up all the previous games, and he showed up the turnover differentiation, and we have to secure the football. And the good thing for us offensively is we've been focusing on that ever since Coach and I got here. So it's nothing new. We had 2 against Texas, and we need to clean that up.
Have you been pleased overall in the first 2 games? I mean, there was the one on the slip, in the past, that, where Cody slipped down. But you feel like you've done a pretty good job overall, or is that still something that has a lot of work that you guys can improve?
Well, we've had 3 turnovers, and I'm not happy with that. I want it to be 0. So, but you start to look at the turnovers that we've had, and the one at Virginia really cost us. The Texas one didn't hurt us, obviously as bad, but the second one was just a mental error, and we have to clean that up. We can't have any excuses for that stuff.
As far as the emotion goes for this particular game, it seems like after the first 2 games, you figure, Coach Mendenhall talked about coming out tight after the break and then being a lot looser against Texas. How do you keep playing with that same looseness and aggressiveness in that way? Continue it with the pressure of a rivalry game and the hype that goes into it, and all of us asking you about it.
Yeah, well, it's easier said than done. There is a lot of hype around this football game, but we need to treat it as if it's another football game, and it's not another football game to me, but I also realize that the team that comes down and settles the soonest is going to have the best opportunity to win. So I'm going to work on really controlling my emotions, playing within myself, not trying to do anything too special, and I think that's a general census around the team. And I've talked to guys like Kyle, and I know that dude's he's gonna give everything he has, and that's what I expect, and I'm gonna do just the same.
Along the same veins, how important is a good start?
It's really big. If we can get those guys, Utah scrambling, initially get them down, it's hard to play when you're not winning the game, and it's huge, and then it'll allow us to kind of run the ball, and then they can load the box, and we can take some shots and have a little bit of freedom to do that. So we need to start fast, and as I mentioned earlier, I think the team that's going to start fast is the team that controls those emotions the fastest.
Also, special teams played a big role the last couple of years, and for every year. But just your thoughts on do you feel like your special teams group is ready to make the plays if they're needed?
I think so. We had that block punt against Virginia that really hurt us, and to their credit, they came back against Texas and played really well. Justin, I think he hit three field goals against Texas, and so we trust that guy. If it comes down to a field goal at the end of the game, as it did last year, he's going to make it. And so they've improved a lot, and man, I have a lot of confidence in JD returning punts, and our special teams, they're good, they're really good, and I'm not worried about it.